Hey guys, I am so excited. We are about to pick up one of the stars from VH1's hit reality show, Black Ink Crew Chicago. So I'm not going to tell you who we're picking up yet. Let's just buckle up your seatbelts, sit back, relax, and watch.
What's up?
How are you?
Good. Of course.
So good to see you. Thank you for doing this.
Always. It's a pleasure, man.
Well, I appreciate you.
I feel honored, actually.
Oh, stop it. I feel honored.
No, you killing the game. I respect you, and I love everything you do, and I tell you that all the time. You know that, man.
I do.
So I definitely was honored to come today.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you so much because I'm a fan of yours and the whole Black Ink Chicago crew, so I stay supporting you guys. You're welcome. I want to ask you, right now, you all are currently filming for season 4, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So what do fans have to look forward to with this upcoming season?
To be honest, like with us, you just never know what to expect.
Okay.
I think out of all the reality TV shows, we are, I think since season 1, like the rawest. What I mean by raw, just be our real emotions. We really be dealing with what we dealing with when you watch the show. And 90%, I want to say, yeah, about 90% of our stuff is not like, you know, planned.
Okay.
Like put together.
Scripted.
Like it just be happening.
Okay.
I think that's why we be looking so angry and just oriented and grunt and just emotional, because like we really be dealing with a lot of stuff at the moment, and you know, filming doesn't make it any easier because it doesn't give you that moment to relax. So I want to say season 4 is going to be mistakes that are made by normal people, but also just growth for certain individuals, as well as just an opportunity for people to realize what they really want to do. And I think that's what, like, I think we're still going to have a lesson for everybody to learn during season 4 from us. Like, I still think we're going to open up a lot of people's eyes for them to even look at themselves in the mirror and have to start reflecting. Okay.
So what I want to do for all you all that are late to Black Ink, the whole franchise, I want to kind of just let you all know. So Black Ink is actually produced by VH1 and Big Fish Production. They co-produce it. And it follows the life of tattoo artists as well as just the employees and the owner at 9 Mag, which is located in Chicago.
Correct.
So take us back. How did you and your brother how did you all, because you all are original cast members, how did you all even hear about Black Ink Crew? How did it start? How did you guys get on the show?
Well, see, we were already working, like say here in Chicago in Lacuna Lost. So when I moved home after playing ball and wrapped up on college, I wasn't sure which way to use my degree.
Okay.
Like, I was just one of those folks, like, got that degree, but it's like, man, which field is this really my passion? What did you get the degree in? I have a degree in wellness and criminal justice.
Oh, okay.
So when I got home, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to be a cop or, you know, venture into other things. So it was like, you know, what am I doing? So in the meantime, I still had to make money.
Okay.
My brother has been a tattoo artist for at least about like almost 10 years now.
Okay.
So that started when we was about 20. I want to say we was about 20 years old, 21.
Who's older?
My brother.
What's the age difference? Okay.
A year.
Okay.
So he got into tattooing. I actually did my first tattoo. His first tattoo was actually on me.
Okay.
It's like on New Year's.
Wow.
And, ever since then, he never looked back because my brother's been always about the money. So it was like a new hustle. So when I first got home, bro was like, you know what? My brother's back from college. In the meantime, while he's searching for a job, man, come over here and work with us. So at that time, him, my brother, Ryan, Van, Cat Tats at the time, had recently came into Lacuna Lost and started 9 Mag as a team. And when I came home, my brother just had a position for me.
That's
so I came in and
shout out to Ford.
Oh, definitely.
Looking out for his brother.
Definitely, man. That's just what we do. So I came in helping manage the shop, helping keep upkeep, and just working with the clientele. And it was so crazy because our shop was just already popular. Like it was just a natural hangout spot. Like,
okay.
I guess it was, you might want to say the nucleus of people that were there, but we was natural just hangout spot. Like anybody in Chicago you can catch just hanging out on the porch or coming up here to party on a Friday right after work. Like it was just the spot, the pregame, kick it, whatever. So I didn't know, well, I knew of Black Ink New York because they had just started like season 1 to season 2 by the time I came home. So I had watched it and it dawned on me. I was like, oh man, my brother a tattoo artist. Let me see, you know, if my brother can relate to any of this. So it was funny. So when we seen my brother, I believe Van and Ryan had got a couple of different emails about, hey, you know, we hear you guys are popular in Chicago.
You got that from Caesar and the people from New York,
no,
or you got it from the production?
Production people had their name at the time, put it like that.
Okay.
So nobody knew. None of us knew this was VH1.
Okay.
So we all got, they just kind of was asking questions about the shop. Who be at the shop? Who hangs out at the shop a lot? Who works at the shop?
Okay.
So what happens is you just get these Skype interviews, and through these Skype interviews, they kind of figure out how intriguing or how crazy your life is through your Skype interview.
Okay.
So everybody gets an individual Skype interview to whether they think you're boring, fun, you know, handsome, sexy, whatever. They just kind of figuring out what type of look they want to have.
Okay.
And we just was doing it to be doing it. Like, hey man, we up here hustling, it don't hurt. And we did a pilot, and throughout that pilot, you know, they just got more intrigued by us. Like, man, Don, what do you do? I was a college ball player. I did this. You know, I did get arrested before. I had a story to tell being a kid that grew up in Chicago. Like, and so did my brother, and so did our crew, because I believe that we're just a cast of people who, for the most part, really dealt with adversity being from Chicago.
Okay.
And I believe that we all had different stories that kind of piece together what Chicago is, like a puzzle. And so I guess through that story they realized, like, yo, this is going to be some interesting people to follow or share, you know, stories to share with the world. So I'm gonna lie, we did the pilot. We didn't hear from them for almost 6-7 months. We was just like, oh, you know, we didn't know we had it. We just like, oh, okay. And then we all got that random phone call, like, guess what? You got it. And we like, got what? It's like, no, you guys are the new Black Ink crew. Chicago, VH1. We like, VH1? So we was like, you know, I really didn't know how to take, because I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I didn't watch reality TV. Like, that was more to leave Ashley at home, let her watch that. I'll come in the house from hustling, working, and she'll be watching. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make some of them go later. Like, I wasn't into that, you know what I'm saying? So I dibbed and dabbed on the Black Ink crew, going because I related to the fact that it was a tattoo shop, with us as African Americans, you know, running the black business. So I would dip into that. I couldn't relate to Love and Hip Hop at the time, because that looked like rich people problems to me. Like, y'all got money and there's some other drama going on. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't, at the time I couldn't connect, but later down the line I had to realize how relatable we are to the reality TV world.
So was there ever a point, once it was like, this is going to be my new reality, this reality show, that you had any hesitation about being so vulnerable and letting people into your life? Because you guys really, I mean, it's some real drama going on.
For me, it definitely was hesitation at first. Okay. Not more so about myself. I think I've been dealing with adversity so much in my life. It doesn't bother me what the other person has to say about me. Okay. All you're gonna really do is motivate me to prove you wrong. Okay. But I had to ask myself, will my family be able to deal with this? With you know, Ashley, who is now a part of this. She's
and at the time, for everyone that is watching this now, so at the time, Ashley was just your girlfriend when you started,
when
right?
We started,
and then you all ended up engaged and you got married.
And got married, So at the time, she was, you know, my girlfriend. And
had you guys had kids?
We had DJ already. Okay, so she was the baby mama, girlfriend, you know, however you want to look at it. Okay. She was my woman. Yeah. And at that time, we were still young. You gotta look at mid-20s. We was like mid-20s. We had just moved home from Chicago to Chicago, like 25, 26. So, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm fresh out of college. Like I'm not even really, I haven't even stepped to that point in my life where I hit like a peak yet. You know what I mean? So it was that moment where you were actually realizing, like, man, are you prepared to put your relationship at risk, put your personal space at risk? You know. So
then,
mean?
How did you move past that? How did you decide? Okay, finally, like, what was the deal breaker?
Because what it was in my mind at the time, from the perspective of watching a reality TV show, I'm thinking like, hey man, these dudes, they got to be winning off of this thing. I'm watching at the time Instagram is growing.
Yes.
At the time in the beginning, I probably only had like 100 followers or something. Like it wasn't crazy. So
okay,
I'm watching other people.
Where are you at right now about
about 400 something K. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you know, you watching in the beginning where I'm at my point of time, I'm watching all these people be stars and be famous, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, man, they gotta be getting that bag.
Right.
So I'm thinking, when me and Ashley get to talking about it, I'm like, man, you know, I'm looking at it as an opportunity to put not only myself, but my lady on too.
Right.
You know, I want her to win just as much as I win.
Right.
And so that's what I'm looking at. And I think she took it from that perspective in the beginning too. Like, you know, I'm gonna get to walk into something with my guy, and we gonna boss up together, because you watching the Jay-Z's and Beyonce's, or you know, the
power couples.
Yeah, the power couples that you watch on the internet and TV, and it's like we got the opportunity to be that. You know what I mean? So that is what I believe made us be like, all right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because in the back of our mind, you know, we who we want to be with. So why not win together? Because I knew I couldn't just come on here and do this show by myself as a single man. Then I definitely would have it wouldn't have worked, because I felt like it wouldn't work, because you're just looking at the perspective of like, that's like
it's not reality.
It's not reality.
It's not the reality.
You know what I'm saying? It's not my life, and it wouldn't have worked. You know what I'm saying? That's just like any entertainer or musician or somebody that's like on the road all the time and moving. They got their significant other at home. Like it's hard.
So Don, now I know we're just getting our friendship started. Let's say. But I'm gonna have to ask you though, because they're gonna want me to ask you.
Okay.
You're talking like this, and this sounds great. But we definitely saw you slip up. Some big slip ups, some infidelity issues with Ashley. So, I mean, how is she doing? How are you doing? What's the status of your marriage? Are you all still together? What's going on with that?
Ultimately, like, you know, I'm in a place, and even through this show, that's what the process of all of this, and whether you're being ridiculed on the internet or you're dealing with just people on a daily basis, I've come to the point where I'm mature enough to understand why we at this place, and she knows kind of like why we're at this place.
Okay.
My slip-ups are personal mistakes. I don't blame whatever we might have been going through in our marriage. I don't blame my choices on her.
Okay.
At all, you know. So we're just at a place where it's not really about what we want to do. I think the place is really harder because we have to deal with everybody else. Even like this question, they want to know. Yeah. That's what makes it harder.
But
you know
then,
what I mean?
But then on the same hand though, it's like, and my issue sometimes is when I see people that couples are on reality TV that put their families and they put all their personal out there, and then when stuff gets bad, then they want to say to the viewer like, well, I need my privacy. So I'm just asking you, because
it's not really a privacy, but it's like for me, it's like
people are invested now, unfortunately, in your relationship. But when it's good for you, it's good for you.
Exactly.
But when it's
so that's what I mean by it makes it tougher.
Okay.
What I mean by what would be naturally a personal choice in privacy is now a harder choice, because say through all of this, we decide Don and Ashley still want to do Don and Ashley. Okay. And then we might say Don and Ashley just want to do Don and Ashley separately. Okay. Either way it go, you're stuck to deal with people decisions, or I mean not decisions, but criticism, whether it's this way or that way. So it's always a lose-lose for you, no matter what it is. And I think that's what makes it tougher on us to sit back and just realize what we want to do. But we're just mature enough to understand, like, you know what? Right now is a space time for self-reflection, for her personally and for myself personally. I love her with all my heart. She knows I'll do anything for her. I'm always going to have her back, and we're always going to be friends and be supportive of each other. But I have to be mature enough to understand that, you know, I put us in this predicament, and I have to respect the space time, and for her to get herself mentally together, where that's for my wife to say, you know what, Don, I want to work past this, or my wife to say, Don, you know what, I think maybe we need to, you know, separate and go our separate ways. Okay. End of the day, we still got two beautiful boys together. We have my daughter, Kenley, who's a stepdaughter that she loves with all her heart. Okay. You know what I mean? So for us, this ain't like just a boyfriend, girlfriend, like peace type of thing. You know, it's a lot invested, time, energy, families invested in each other. We're just one big, you know, everything is just one big bubble that you have to truly decide, you're going to break it up for the better of yourself, or you're doing it so other people are satisfied with you.
Okay.
And I see that's the part that makes it hard, because when it comes to business or, you know, branding, or all the things you want to deal with, it's all based on your decisions that they feel is better for you. And I think that's the part of reality TV that we weren't prepared for, that your personal choices can affect, you know, other choices down the line because of what you may want in your heart or what you may want in your spirits. So you're stuck to deal with everybody else's view of you, and you know, and some people are strong enough to deal with it, and some people aren't.
Well, I want to know, and to kind of bring it together with what you were even talking about just now with branding, what have been some of the benefits of being on this show, as far as like outside of the show? Talk about that.
I mean, I'm definitely doing some acting. Been in some short films. Got a play coming up. I did a short film with my boy William Cochran. Happy Hour. It was a dope film. I was the leading male role in it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Again, I have Defiant, which is another black play coming up. Very family oriented. Also talking about black people in particular, some of the subjects that we shine away from. And
talk about some of the other your cast mates in that play. Talk about some of the people that are going to be in it. If you can.
We have actually a lot of them are like from like out of town, and they're actually like, you know, it's so dope because like me, honestly, I kind of feel like I'm like, I ain't gonna say low on the podium, but like to me it's like, you know, because when the first time I did the play, I'm on the stage with like some legendary like gospel singers and things like that. So for me it's just the opportunity just to kind of, I ain't gonna say stand in their shadow, but it's just, I'm just excited to be like in the same room with them, share the stage with them. You know what I mean? And then it's in Detroit, in Michigan, in Flint. So that's one of those. You're looking at the opportunity to be in a city that's dealing with so much, battling so much, and to bring some positive light to that city.
Definitely
is what's super dope. You know what I mean?
And talk about what's going on with you in fitness, because I follow you on Instagram and you are in the gym. You stay like getting it in. So talk about that.
Well, see, the gym came into play because honestly, I always like been an athlete. Like I said, I played ball, but growing up a youth here in Chicago, like that was an outlet, as most of us know. Like depending on where you grew up, you know, me and my brothers lived on 59th and Hermitage, which is dead in the middle of Inglewood, and you know, then 87th and back and forth. So that's how I ended up at Julian to play ball. So once basketball became like a stop, I had to find something to keep me busy. I had to find something to keep me like focused and motivated. And on top of being on this TV show and not having an outlet from, you know, from this, it's like, what are you gonna do with yourself? You know? So I just, once I got into the gym, people don't realize like this is like a chemical balance in the body. It lets something off in the body,
stress reliever,
that just gets you relaxed, that can help you focus, to kind of find yourself. And so the gym is kind of like me finding myself. Like one way or the other, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna try to be healthy. My boy, I got 2 boys and a girl. I want to be able to play one-on-one because they all gonna be some athletes. Like they're beautiful, and I just want to be that dad that can still play one-on-one a few times. So like, you know, I don't want to.
So you're thinking about your kids,
my
future.
kids, and I want them to be able to look at dad and be like, you know, I want to be like dad. When they get 10, 12, I want them to, man, I got to do push-ups like dad. I got to do pull-ups like dad. I just want them, number one, to be educated about their bodies and their health way sooner than I became educated about it. You know, my kids have never received pork, beef. You know, they're like almost vegetarians. Like it's like I really do them like that because these were the things that I wasn't introduced to as a kid. And also growing up, I ain't gonna say in poverty, but less fortunate. Like you just had to eat what mom and dad brought home, and that was that. So I just been fortunate enough to be able to give them things, not necessarily, you don't want to say the word give them what I didn't have. I want them to know what I didn't know until now. So if I can give them knowledge, more knowledge than clothes and shoes and all that, I think that gets them a long way further than daddy keeping them like in Versace and Gucci and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
agree.
Dad needs to just educate them on the things that are destroying our bodies as as African Americans, and the things we think is cool to eat and drink, and that's not good for us. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't know that, and I want to give them that knowledge, man. So just spreading the word with them. So that's why the gym, that's why the gym and the wellness all came into play. Okay. You know.
Well, I know, Don, I appreciate you so much, and I feel like I could talk to you for hours, and you actually are doing me a solid, because I rolled up to 9 Mag, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but you guys are doing some stuff. Yeah. So I'm not going to say what they're doing. I'm not going to say that, but you guys are doing some stuff, so I know you got to get inside and do your thing. But again, I just want to sincerely tell you how much you mean to me. Thank you so much for doing this. If there's anything that you want to say just in closing about the show, or anything you have coming up, or any inspiration for anybody out there that would aspire to be in a situation like you, just leave us with something.
I guess I want to say, just whatever you do, just be yourself. Take pride in who you are, and that's the only way everyone else will take pride in you and respect you. Don't worry about what nobody else got to say about your choices, your career path. Follow your dreams. Whatever really puts a smile on your face every day is what I want you to pursue. Don't pursue anything else for nobody else.
I like it. All right. That was good. So I'm just telling you right now, we're going to have to do this again. We definitely are going to have to, because I feel like there's a lot more that I could cover with you.
Oh, it's a whole lot more. My life is like a book. Somebody told me the other day I need a movie. Okay. Because they was like, dude, you got a crazy life.
But for now, you are going to have to check out season 4, right? Let them know when and where they can watch.
Man, you can watch us on VH1. I don't know the date and the time yet, because we're still filming. But Wednesday nights on VH1. Tune in. Please check out my sister on the regular, on the daily. I'm so proud of her, man. She's doing a solid for the city, and she's doing something different. So it's much love and respect.
All right. Well, thank you all. Make sure you support him, and stay tuned for more great interviews. Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, this was awesome.
Getting strong. You been hooping again?
Oh, yeah, no. I got the ball in the back.